Hello artists, today we are going to make our printing plates that we will use next week to make really colorful prints and pictures. Here's the tools that you're going to need: a piece of white paper, a blue pen, a pencil, tape, which will be at your spot, and then a foam piece. You won't need that right away, so I would go ahead and set that aside. Be very gentle with your piece of foam. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start a plan on our white sheet of paper. We just got done talking about desserts, so think of your favorite dessert, pick just one, and you're going to draw that really big on your white piece of paper. I really love ice cream, so I am going to draw an ice cream cone. I flip my paper the long way. When I think about ice cream, I just want to think about the shapes ice cream would be. I'm going to add some drips because it's a warm day. And when you eat ice cream, you can't just have one scoop, you have to have another. And I'm even going to add a third scoop with a cherry on top. Now my final piece is going to be the cone. And when I think about the shape of an ice cream cone, it's a triangle. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. I'm now going to go ahead and just add some simple lines into my ice cream cone. I'm going to add into the middle scoop some chocolate chips, and I think about the shape that they are. They would be triangles. So I'm going to fill those in. And then my ice cream cone is complete. So you can tell that I made it the size of my hand, which is what you want your dessert to be. Next, you're going to have to fill in the background. And in the background, we're not going to add a lot of detail. We just want to pick one or two shapes or one or two lines and put a pattern or a design into the background. I chose to do swirls. I'm going to keep it pretty simple and just fill in that background design. My design is complete, so now I'm going to move on to my next step. That is with a piece of foam. When you're touching the foam, be careful. You don't want to push hard into it. You want to keep it smooth. I'm going to take my plan, and it fits right on top of that piece of foam. So I want to do my best to line up the edges. And then I'm going to take just one piece of tape. I'm going to put that at the top. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to fold it over so that my foam and my piece of paper are connected. You're going to see that right here. They match up. They look great. Now, we're done with the pencil. You can put that aside. We're going to need the blue pen. We are going to trace our design twice, just like what we did with our metal. However, we're working with foam today, and foam is a little bit softer. So be gentle with your pen. You want to push just a little bit, but not too hard, because we don't want to poke any holes into our foam. I'm going to go over my whole design one time with my blue pen. Now that I've gone over my design once, it's now my job to take my plan off of my foam. Again, you want to do this carefully. Don't press too hard on that foam, and put your plan aside. Now if you look at my foam, you can see my ice cream cone design. It's been pressed gently into that printing plate. Our next job is using the blue pen, we're going to start to trace over every line in detail. The nice thing about using a blue pen is that once I start tracing, I can see what I've already traced. Go slow, take your time, and do your best work. Just a reminder that when you are tracing with the blue pen again, directly onto the foam, you do want to press gently so that you're making a mark into the foam. Next week, when we add color and we learn how to make prints and colorful pictures out of these plates, anywhere that we are drawing is going to stay white and everything else is going to turn to color. But we will learn more about that next week. You have now completed all of your steps for today. When you are done, I want you to raise your hand so Miss Carnegie can pick up your printing plate and you can go ahead and color in your paper plan or grab a coloring sheet off of the cart.